And as promised, here is my chit chat video to talk to y'all, and just to give y'all a inside scoop on what's going on and what's next. I'm doing a live because I just want to be raw cut, just one on one. Let's just talk, have a conversation. Without a lot of editing and things like that. Although I do have stuff coming up soon, so that's the part of the what's next chit chat. So first off, before I get into anything, y'all are going crazy, okay? The subscribers have increased so much over these last maybe like 3 months. So I just want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. What's up and welcome officially to my channel. My name is Taylor Monae, and my videos consist of modesty, lifestyle, faith, and everything just in between those things. A little bit about myself. I am 24 years old. I am from St. Louis. I love Jesus. I love God. I am a lover of the Word of God, a lover of the Word of Christ. I am a teacher in my church. So I do teach the Word of God at my church. And yeah, I am a tea holic. I love drinking tea. I am a graduate student right now too, so I'm getting my second degree. And what's another fun fact about me? I don't know. Yeah, that's just the gist. I love modest apparel and I love fashion. To the extent of I just like to put new pieces together and just I like to look nice. So yeah, right now I'm kind of just looking kind of chill or whatever like that. But yeah, that's the gist of Taylor Monae. So welcome to my channel officially. So yeah, so just a little chit chat about what's next. So yeah, I have been very busy. I've been trying to be more active on Instagram because I've been so busy. That's why I haven't like edited and done a video for my YouTube. That's why a lot of videos y'all have been seeing have been reels that I have posted on Instagram because it's just easier to do it on that side. However, I do have a vlog that's coming up soon. A vlog from this past week where I traveled and did some little cool things with my family. So I do have that vlog coming soon. So be on the lookout for that vlog. I do have the thought to do a haul. So let me just talk about so mostly my channel is hauls and try-ons and things like that. However, I've been buying clothes, but it's like I just haven't done the haul, and I don't know why. I just haven't, with school and church and just everything in between working, it's just been like a slowdown. But I am planning a haul. Not even really just a haul, just more so of a lookbook. And the lookbook is just gonna be some things for spring, summer, September, spring, summer. That's a little inside joke me and my sister got. But spring summer vibe for a haul is coming up soon, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, so on a personal level, with me being in school, it would be a little easier for me to do a vlog because I have a break right now. My class was only 8 weeks and it ended in March, the beginning of March. And right now it's the end of March. And March was just a really busy month. April was about to be a busy month too, but give me a little time or whatever to make some videos during this break. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. But I thank y'all for still supporting my channel, still subscribing and stuff, despite me not posting a long haul video yet. But anyway, aside from that, I just lost my train of thought that quick. Oh yeah, so yeah, with me graduating in the summer, that's going to allow me to make more videos and get back active into my content creating and things like that. But if you are not already, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Miss Taylor Monae, and I'm going to put the name in the description box, and it's also in my channel description box. Miss Taylor Monae is my Instagram page, and I have been way more active on my Instagram page really within these last couple of months than I have been in a long time. So make sure y'all go tune in over there. I have some reels that I've been making, just some posts, and I always try to keep something on my story, especially inspirational and things like that. So with all that being said, thank y'all again for tuning in into my channel. And I did want to talk about a topic And the topic is something just kind of general, but I feel like everybody can relate to. And it's choosing joy. Choosing joy. So it was funny because maybe like a couple of weeks ago, it came to my mind, choose joy. And I'm like, okay, like I'm choosing joy today. I'm going to work. I was driving to work, and I'm like, I'm going to choose joy today. Like whatever situation come about while I'm in this office, because I work in office space. Whatever situation comes about while I'm in this office, I'm gonna make sure I choose joy on today. I'm not gonna let nothing kill my joy, because whatever I allow to affect me, I'm allowing to affect me. If something comes against me, I don't have to accept it and let me lose joy, true joy. So going back into all of that, I'm like, okay, I want to choose joy today. Like, I'm gonna just choose joy today and make that an effort. And literally, like, maybe a week later after that, my mom texted me and she was like, I'm choosing joy today. I was like, I said that the other day. Like, that was in my spirit, like, to choose joy. So we just kind of connected on that, being the fact that we both had that come to our mind that we're going to choose joy. But it's like, how easy is it to choose joy? Sometimes it is not easy. Sometimes it is not easy. And especially for me, I'm usually a person that's happy, that's usually, in a good mood, happy, excited. Not, I ain't gonna say excited, but I'm usually in a pleasant mood and things like that. And it's a funny story. I used to work way back when. I used to work at Red Lobster. And I can't help it. Like, if you subscribe to me, if you've been watching my videos, like, I'm a smiler. Like, you will rarely catch me like in a bad mood, just because I've just been a joyous person since I was a child. But anyway, when I worked at Red Lobster, my boss used to call me Smiley, and I'm like, like, it was just kind of awkward, but he would tell me, like, I was a hostess at Red Lobster, by the way, too. So just to put it into context, when someone walks into the restaurant, I'm going to be the first person that they see. And well, he would always call me Smiley, and it just kind of caught on, because he's like, oh, you always smiling, you always smiling. And I'm like, I mean, I can't help it. It's just me. It's just my character. So eventually, he like would literally call me Smiley. Like, if anybody was asking about me, if he needed me or something like that, he'd be like, Smiley, Smiley, I need you, or Smiley this, and it just stuck with that. But just putting that to perspective, sometimes even when we are naturally joyous or naturally happy, that doesn't mean that the devil is not gonna come knocking, trying to steal the joy. We know that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And I get into those situations where, like, the enemy is really trying to come, like, steal my joy. Like, the enemy is like really like, okay, what's good? Like, you're not going to be happy today. You're not going to be happy today. And even working in my job, man, y'all just understand, it's some situations that will come, and it's like they just really trying, like, really trying to steal your joy. And it's like, it doesn't have to be like that. And this was like maybe like around the time, so that must, now that I'm putting it all together, putting two and two together, that coming to my spirit must have been for me for a later situation. Because soon after that, I was having a conversation with my boss. And when I was talking to my boss, hold on, I'm sorry, I see comments. Your hair looks great. Thank you so much. Love your outfit. Thank you. Thank you. I was having a conversation with my boss. And my boss, it was almost like he just couldn't understand what I was saying. He was trying to tell me something. I was trying to tell him something. So let me just put into context. He came to me for a problem that was regarding accounting, because I'm an accountant. And I tried to give him an answer, and it was like he just wouldn't understand that what my answer was. And it was right, but he just didn't want to understand it. So where he became frustrated with me. And it was like, I could have became frustrated back, because I'm like, that's like you going to a shoemaker to ask a shoemaker how to make shoes, and you tell the shoemaker, oh, that's not how you make that shoe, or I don't want the shoe to look like that, when the shoemaker knows. And it sounds so juvenile thinking about it. But in that moment, though, I'm like, oh my God, like, he's just not getting it. And I left work that day. I was really flustered. I was really frustrated. But I was in my car. I just kind of regrouped, turned on my music. For me, listening to worship music always lightens up my mood. So I just turned on some worship music. And I was just like, I'm going to continue to choose joy, even though this situation just came up. And it's going to be situations where it's like, it's going to seem like they're trying to take your joy away. I don't care what it is. If you put your faith in God and you understand that you are the one who controls your mind and can control your thought and shape your thoughts, you can choose joy in that situation. And I'm just talking about day to day. I'm not really getting into the deep depthness of like, oh, I'm dealing with this pain that's been in my heart for like 5 years. You know, I know some things come along and that really, really hurt people. But when we go day to day, it's going to be situations that come that be ready to steal your joy that quick. But I'm like, I'm going to choose joy. And I guess now I'm thinking about it, that was a situation where I had to choose joy. Because we are all human. Going day to day, you can't, some days you're going to have good days. But you can't tell me, being a human, you haven't gone a week without having a situation that come that just want to choose your joy. And joy is more of an inside thing. Cause oh, I'm happy that that happened. Joy is like an inside mood, like an inside spiritual. Like I'm going to be joyous today. You know, even though this situation is the way it is, I can choose to find joy in knowing that God is my strength. I can choose and find a joy in knowing that God is going to bring me through, and that can be my joy. I love the fact that the joy of my salvation, the Lord being the joy of my salvation. I have salvation. I can find joy in that. You know what I'm saying? Situations gonna come. But just finding joy is like the key. And the devil really tried to mess with me with that because before I got saved, so I don't know, you probably have heard the scenario, you know, people have personalities when they're a baby or personalities when they're younger. Then they begin to come of age, you know, they start growing up, going to puberty and things like that. They get inside them teenage years, and the way that who they were before, they kind of change because they're learning new things. They kind of change how they are, right? So when you get older, it's like, okay, but you was away before then. How was that innocence? You know, the word talks about coming as little children unto God. But anyway, so when I was, I'd say probably around like 12, I guess, that's when the enemy tried to really mess with me with like terrible attitude, terrible mood. Nobody wanted to be around me. And when I was a baby, like if you could ask anybody who, like my grandparents and my parents, anybody who was older who knew me as a child, they would say, oh, Taylor was the most bubbliest baby. She was the most happy baby. Like she was the most joyous little kid, little baby, always smiling. But when I became a teenager, like me and my mama argued every day. Like my siblings didn't want to be around me. Like my sister, who I'm so close with, who y'all know, Jasmine Monae, she didn't want to deal with me. She didn't look at me as a role model. Why was that happening? It was the enemy trying to attack my innocence, the pure joy that was inside, the pure joy of who I am, who Taylor is. And then it's just funny how coming back to Christ and falling in love with Christ and him like perfecting me and shaping me and mold me, I become that old person. And if you talk to my grandfather, my grandfather's my bishop in my church, and he would tell me like, you look like, if I'm smiling or something, or if I get done singing or something, I'm smiling, he'd be like, you look like baby Taylor, like the old bubbly jumpy baby Taylor. And I'm like, I'm not trying to look like that, but it's just who I am in the inside. So a lot of times we have to realize that joy comes from the inside. Even though bad situations may come through like that, joy comes from the inside. And no matter what kind of personality we have, some people are more solemn, some people are more chill. You know, like my father, he's that type of way. He's a chill guy. He likes to just be laid back and things like that. But joy still comes from the inside. No matter what kind of personality you have, everyone can have joy. I mean, it's part of the fruit of the spirit. Love, joy, peace, all those things. You can find joy within the inside. So it's like just having that inner joy just flow out. And when you master having that happen, no matter what the situation may come about, you can always access that joy from the inside. And that's what I've been trying to do. And a lot has been going on, like recently, like things that have been going on in my life. I mean, I'm not going to get all into details, but it's like a lot of situations have been coming where I could have chosen to be upset. I could have chosen to hold on to stuff. We're not supposed to hold grudges. I mean, if you're being a Christian, you're supposed to forgive. Don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Forgive your brother 7 times 7. You know, you're supposed to forgive in that way. But, you know, just being able to have that joy just flow out from the inside. It's awesome. It's amazing. Amen. It's awesome. It's amazing. And once you master that, and I'm not a master of it, I'm still practicing anything that I'm going to say or talk about. I'm practicing it for myself. I got to practice what I teach. And I'm practicing it for myself, that I may be everything that God wants me to be, and that I may be what's the word? A billboard for what I'm talking about. So with that being said, choose joy today, okay? Don't let anything get you down. And if it does get you down, be sure to remember, okay, that came from the outside. That whatever outside of me is trying to affect me, but I got something that's inside me that's greater than what the outside is trying to affect me. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm gonna stop chitter chatting because I can go on and on, okay? But I thank y'all for tuning in. And like I said, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Miss Taylor Monae. It's in my description box or bio. I don't know if it's a bio or description box, whatever my YouTube information is on my page, and I'll put it in the description box of this video as well. But thanks y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all have a blessed and awesome day. Please be on the lookout for the blog that's coming. Hold me accountable, please. Hold me accountable for the video that I'm about to be putting out soon. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.